Starting at defensive end, number 12, Wharton. Starting at linebacker, number 29, Leach. Also at linebacker, number 34, Zach Kaiser. Also starting at linebacker, number 38, Hamilton. In the defensive backfield at safety, number 26, Fitzgerald. Also at safety, number 16, Nemesek. At one corner, number 4, Askin. The other corner, number 3, Stewart. The starting defensive unit for Siena Heights.
Check.
At this time, let's meet the starting offensive unit for you, University of Saint Francis Cougars. Starting with center, number 63, Christian Porter. Starting at guard, number 78, Reese Muncie. Starting at guard, number 79, Joe Henry. Starting at tackle, number 55, Jared Almeida. And starting at tackle, number 77, Bronson Coy. Starting at one receiver, number 13, Ajay Dandridge. Starting at receiver, number 80, Crosley McEachin. At H-back, number 34, Brennan Stowe. At the Y-back position, number 7, McCall Ray. Starting at running back, number 9, Deshaun Lambert. And starting at quarterback for your University of St. Francis Cougars, number 2, Garrett Yoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting offensive unit for your University of St. Francis Cougars.
Saturday in October, and it's the halfway point of the regular season for two teams, the Saint Francis Cougars and the Saints of Siena Heights. Again, I'm Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson on this Saturday afternoon. It's the first home game for the Cougars since the September 2nd season opener against St. Xavier. Since then, St. Francis has played 3 on the road and had a bye week. Now, the Cougars are back within the friendly confines of Kevin Donnelly Field at Bishop John M. Darcy Stadium here in Fort Wayne. It's the St. Francis Cougars and the Siena Heights Saints on this Saturday afternoon, and we'll be kicking it off in just a few minutes. Welcome to our broadcast on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. We'll take a break, we'll come back, and we'll start to set the stage for this one after this on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. More clouds than sun right now at John M. Darcy Stadium in Fort Wayne. It was sunny earlier, but the clouds have moved in. There is some rain to the north of Fort Wayne, but with any luck, we will get out of here dry this afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Scott Truxell, filling in for Joe Parson this afternoon. Siena Heights and the St. Francis Cougars coming up here on News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. College football on this Saturday afternoon. Forecast, by the way, partly sunny this afternoon. Chance of showers, about a 30% chance before 2. Going to be windy with gusts up to 25 miles per hour, and that could affect today's football game here in Fort Wayne. Siena Heights, the Saints, they come in 2-2 on the season, 0-1 in the Mid-States Football Association Mid-East League. Last weekend, the Saints lost to Indiana Wesleyan 48-12. The Saints trailed 10-0 after first and 34-6 at halftime. Indiana Wesleyan, by the way, ranked number 4. Quarterback Elijah Taylor in the game. He struggled 9 of 29, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Eric Williams II, he had 3 receptions for 89 yards. Cordell Prather, 3 receptions, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Ethan Lepresto, rushed for 73 yards on 16 carries. The defense yielded 545 yards, including 333 passing. The other losses to Roosevelt, 38-10 in the opener. The wins, 28-14 over St. Ambrose and 58-14 over Judson. Siena Heights, the Saints, averaging 27 points per contest, plus 325 yards per game, including 149 on the ground and 176 total. Again, redshirt sophomore quarterback Elijah Taylor, he'll get the start today. He's completed 42 of 92 passes, 46%, 617 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. As mentioned, Cordell Prather, he is the leading receiver right now. It is a balanced core, 13 receptions, $196, and a touchdown. Bobby Opalewski, 12 catches, 125 yards, and Eric Williams II, 12 catches, 255 yards, and 5 touchdowns. LaPresto on the ground, 54 carries, 316 yards. And let's pause for the national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The national anthem as performed here at Bishop Darcy Stadium in Fort Wayne. Coming up, it's the Saint Francis Cougars and Siena Heights. We'll take a look at the Cougars after this timeout on News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. For St. Francis, it is the first home game since the season opener, September 2nd, and that was a 45-28 loss to St. Xavier, then 3 straight on the road plus a bye week for the Cougars. Last weekend, St. Francis beat Madonna on the road 44-9, second straight win by St. Francis, and the second straight game the defense allowed just 9 points. Offense got off to a bit of a slow start, but picked up in the second quarter and then well into the second half. It was scoreless after one last week, 17-3 at halftime, and then the Cougars rolled in the second half. Brent Gremmel, the starting quarterback, grad transfer from Indiana University, he completed 13 of 27 passes, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. A.J. Dandridge, the leading receiver, 2 catches, 131 yards, and 1 touchdown. Drew Wheat on the ground, 2 carries, but 69 yards, including a 67-yard touchdown run. David Smith with 5 carries and 43 yards on the ground. So for the Cougars, 263 passing, 175 rushing. St. Francis rolling up 438 yards of total offense in that game. Cougars come in averaging just over 23 points per ball game, 346 yards of total offense. That includes 142 on the ground and 204 passing. Gremmel through the air so far this season, 55% passer, 36-65. 506 yards. He has 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Garrett Yoon has taken snaps as well, completing 32 of 69 passes for 46%, 298 yards. Also 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. And just like Siena Heights, a balanced receiving core. Crosley McEachin, 12 catches, 179 yards. McCall Ray, 10 catches, 74 yards and a score. A.J. Dandridge, he's the big play receiver. He has 8 catches, 228 yards and 2 touchdowns. David Smith on the ground, he's the leading rusher, 23 carries, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cam Peterson, 19 carries, 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also watch for Brett Wethington. He has just 7 carries on the season, but 4 of those carries have gone for touchdowns. Defensively, the Cougars allowing 20 points per contest and just 316 yards of total offense. That includes 119 on the ground and 197 through the air. It has turned into an overcast fall day at Bishop John M. Darcy Stadium for college football between St. Francis and Siena Heights, and we'll be kicking things off here in rapid-fire fashion. Again, good afternoon and welcome on this Saturday afternoon. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson. We are glad to have you join us for Cougar football on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. 2 teams getting final instructions, and we'll be getting today's game underway in just a minute or so. Again, both teams coming in 2-2 on the season, but Siena Heights 0-1 in the Mid-East League. Meanwhile, St. Francis 1-0 in the Mid-East League, and it will be the St. Francis Cougars who receive the football to start today's contest. Kicking it off, it'll be David McVettick, a redshirt freshman. He'll kick it off for Siena Heights. Meanwhile, the Cougars will send 3 back, including Braden Payne. Cam Peterson, he's back there. And also back there is Drew Wheat, the freshman, 5'9", 170 pounds, from Center Grove High School in Greenwood, Indiana. There is a good stiff breeze. It is supposed to be windy all afternoon long. Hopefully we can duck the showers. There are some showers right now north of Fort Wayne, but with any luck at all, we'll avoid those on this Saturday afternoon. Nice sized crowd. It's been over a month since the Cougars have played at home, and the fans are here to welcome them back. Football is teed up. We will see if it stays on the tee with the wind such as it is. And we are all set to go. Here's the approach, the kick, end over end, and today's game is underway. Kick goes to the far side at about the 26-yard line. A high pop-up kick and nothing doing there. No return, or next to no return, about 3 yards. Coming down with it was Eli Patchett, and there just wasn't a chance for a return. So the Cougars will start off first down and 10 as they go on offense. Right now they are huddled up on the St. Francis sideline. getting those instructions, getting ready to come out. 2-2. The wins over St. Ambrose 2 weeks ago, 28-9. Last week over Madonna. Brett Wethington is going to start in the backfield along with Patchett. The quarterback is Grant Gemmel. He's passed for over 500 yards so far this season, and he's up under center. Here is the handoff, and this is Wethington. And Wethington, he will take it ahead for a yard at best, and that's going to be it as he runs into a brick wall. St. Francis in the blue jerseys and pants, silver helmets, the white numbers. Meanwhile, you have Siena Heights in the gold pants, white jerseys, white helmets, and the brown numerals. Split backfield. Dremel under center. Turns, hands off, right side. Not much there. 2, maybe 3 yards. We'll say 2 to about the 34-yard line. And that'll bring up third down and about 6.5 for the Cougars. Checking into the backfield is Cam Peterson, one of the receivers to the near side, A.J. Dandridge. He's the big play receiver, 8 catches, 228 yards, couple of touchdowns. Shotgun for Gremmel. He's back to pass. Blitz coming. He's going to have to scramble to his right and just throws it away. There was some contact on the near side. Avante Vickers was the nearest receiver, but the pass ball's incomplete, and the Cougars go 3 and out and will have to kick it away with Derek Robb. 20 punts so far this season, 681 yards. He's averaging 34 yards per punt. Bailey Jackson, Eric Williams, the normal returners for Siena Heights. Robb is back at about his own 20-yard line, so he'll hit it at about the 23. Good snap. Kick is away into the wind. It's a good kick. Fielded at about the 28-yard line and a fair catch. And that's where Siena Heights will take over first down and 10. No score. We're just underway. 13:39 in the opening quarter. No score between St. Francis and Siena Heights. This will be the first possession for the Saints. The quarterback, well, that is Elijah Taylor. He's a lefty, redshirt sophomore, 6'1", 210, 42 of 92 this season, 617 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. And he has 3 receivers stacked out to his left in a shotgun backfield with 1 to his left. Quick toss to the left, and the pass in and out of the hands of Bobby Opalewski, incomplete on first down.
Number 5, Elijah Taylor's pass.
So second down and 10 for the Saints. Again, they come in 2-2 on the season. They're averaging 27 points per ball game, so that's no problem. But they are giving up 28.5 points per ball game. Shotgun formation once again, and motion from left to right. Taylor this time turns, gives. This is Lepresto, and Lepresto is going to be swarmed under. He will be lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like Nate Tellum is one of those there for St. Francis. It'll bring up third down and 10, we'll call it, for Siena Heights. Football is just shy of the 29-yard line. No huddle offense.
From the Siena Heights 29-yard line.
Twin receivers to each side of the formation. Shotgun backfield, third down and long. Clock moving. Under 13 to go in the opening quarter. Taylor takes the snap, and he's back to pass. Looking, now has to move to his left. Penalty flag flies in. He'll throw, and this is picked off. Picked off on the near side. It's going to be an interception.
Taylor's pass intercepted by number 16, Bailey Parker.
That is Bailey Parker on the interception. The penalty flag is going to be holding against Siena Heights. The Cougars will gladly decline that. They'll take the football after the interception by Bailey Parker. And this will set the Cougars up in outstanding field position at the Siena Heights 34-yard line. Change of possession, 12:34 to go in the opening quarter of play. No score, but the Cougars, again, with nice field position. Derek Overbay is lined up as a tight end on the left side of the formation. Twin receivers to the right. Yoon up under center. Backfield is split behind him. Play action. He's back to pass. Looking long down the right. Has a receiver down there, but just overshoots him. Incomplete. It was Crosley McEachin, the sophomore, who was streaking in the end zone, but the pass just overthrown. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the St. Francis Cougars. Play comes in. Twin receivers to the far side. That's Vickers and McCall Ray. Gremmel back in the shotgun, turns, hands off. Cam Peterson straight ahead. He'll power ahead to the 30-yard line. Brought down there. 4-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd down now and 6 for the St. Francis Cougars. No substitutions, so Cam Peterson will stay in the backfield. He'll line up to the left of Grant Gremmel, today's starting quarterback. 6'3", 205-pound graduate transfer from Indiana University. Snap comes back, looks to his right, throws and overshoots the intended receiver, A.J. Dandridge, and there was good coverage there provided by Siena Heights. Linebacker Clark Hamilton was on the coverage. So 4th down and 6, and it looks like they will line up and go for it, as it would be a 47-yard field goal attempt. So 4th and 6. Gremmel in the shotgun. Peterson to his left. 3 receivers stacked out left. Snap comes back. Gremmel looks, quick toss. It is caught on the near side, and it appears as it's going to be a 1st down to Crosley McEachin, or is it? They have not moved the sticks. Let's see where they put the football down. They still have not moved the sticks, and now they'll move the sticks. He got just enough for the 1st down. So Gremmel to McEachin. They needed 6 and got exactly 6. They'll move the sticks. 1st down and 10. Twin running backs in the backfield. David Smith, one of them, along with Cam Peterson. Gremmel turns, hands off. Peterson sweeping to his right, tries to turn the corner, but he is going to be met and brought down after a very short gain that time. Not much there at all.
Brought down by number 15, Isaiah Pizzo.
Isaiah Pizzo, one of those on the stop for Siena Heights. It is going to be a 2 or 3-yard gain. We'll call it 2, maybe 2.5.
Siena Heights 22-yard line.
So 2nd down and 8. Gremmel. Play action. He's back to pass. Pressure coming. Has to move to his left, and the pass is incomplete. Gremmel took a shot as he released the football. Joseph Wharton providing the coverage and the pressure there. But it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for St. Francis. Ball is resting at the Siena Heights 22-yard line, and this was set up by the interception by Bailey Parker. To the near side is A.J. Dandridge. He's the lone receiver. Now Overbay comes out in the slot to the right side as well. Gremmel on 3rd down. He's back to pass. Looking, has some time. Now is to step up in the pocket, take off. He's got some running room, and he slides in and should have the 1st down inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So Gremmel stepping up in the pocket that time, getting the necessary yardage. Another 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Clock moving. 10:40 and counting, 1st quarter. No score, but the Cougars are driving. Gremmel takes the snap, turns, hands off. David Smith to his left, cuts it back inside, and he is stonewalled at about the 11-yard line. A 3-yard gain that time by David Smith. Clark Hamilton, one of the linebackers there on the stop. Also Isaiah Pizzo, one of the corners. He was credited with some of the tackle as well. 2nd down and 7. Gremmel in the shotgun. David Smith to his right. 3 receivers stacked out to the right side of the formation. Gremmel turns, hands off Smith, right up the middle, busts a couple of tackles. Smith inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. So a 5-yard pickup for David Smith, and we have an injury timeout. one of the Saints down on one knee back at about the 15-yard line. And that is Isaiah Pizzo. Has his helmet off, so he'll check out of the contest. But he's able to jog off under his own power. Always a good sign. Right now for St. Francis, 3rd down and 3 at the 6-yard line. Cougars can get a first down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. 9:40 and counting opening quarter, I should say. No score yet. Split backfield with Wellington and Patchett. Motion, handoff, Wellington, left side, like a scrum down there. And he burrows forward off the left side and should have a first down. If he didn't get it, he's very close, but it would appear that he has the necessary yards.
Tackled by 38, Clark Hamilton.
Clark Hamilton on the stop that time. It is 1st and goal now from inside the 5-yard line. Gremmel back in the shotgun. Gremmel hands it. David Smith, left side, trying to get to the pylon. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown, St. Francis. 4-yard touchdown run by David Smith. And the Cougars jump out 6-0 with the extra point attempt yet to come by Aiden Hostler, the 5'10", 204-pound senior. He'll work out of the hold of punter Derek Robb. Hostler, 11 of 12 on PATs so far this season. He's also kicked the field goal, and that came last week on the road in the win over Madonna. Kick is on the way. Kick is good. 8:44 to go in the first. It's St. Francis 7, Siena Heights nothing. We'll come back in just 30 seconds on News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM.
Taking off for the Cougars, 38, Aiden Hostler.
Bailey Parker with the interception that sets up the short drive for St. Francis, and they march in and score on a 4-yard touchdown run by David Smith. 7-0 St. Francis leads Siena Heights with 8:44 to go here in the opening quarter at the Bishop Darcy Stadium in Fort Wayne. Football is teed up. Hostler has it. He'll send it away. Welcome to our broadcast this afternoon on WGL News Radio 1250 and 105.5 FM. High school football on Friday nights, Chicago Bears football most Sundays, plus the occasional Thursday. Bob and Tom in the mornings, and CBS Radio News. Kick is away by Hostler, and that is headed out of bounds. So the penalty flag will come out, and the Saints will have good field position after that. This will be the second possession of the game for Siena Heights. First one ended, again, with that Bailey Parker interception.
Kicking team, number 47. St. Francis has opted to re-kick.
Well, St. Francis is going to have to re-kick this football. You have the option to take it at the 35, or you can make the kicking team re-kick. And a lot of coaches like to do that because the coverage team has already run downfield. And some think that with the coverage team winded, you can get a bit better return. So we shall see how that works out as the ball will go back now to the 30-yard line. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson today. Glad to have you with us. Big thanks to Dean Jackson for filling in last week as well. Joe Parson on the mend, and we'll hear from him a bit later on in the broadcast. But welcome to Bishop Darcy Stadium. No place like home. It's been a while for the Cougars. They haven't played here since September 2nd. Played St. Xavier of Illinois. Lost that one 45-28. 3 road games plus a bye since then as the ball blows off the tee. And we have a good stiff breeze here this afternoon. Wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Mostly overcast right now. Adam Smith is going to have to hold the football. And here we go. Kick is away, and it's a good one. End over end. That'll drive the football into the end zone. Well, the decision to re-kick backfires. Instead of the 35-yard line, the Saints will have the football at the 20 with the automatic touchback.
25-yard line.
So Hostler with the end-over-end kick. He drove it into the end zone, preventing the return. Actually, the ball will be at the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for the Saints. They'll come out with 2 wide to the left side of the formation. Cordell Prather, one of those. 13 catches, 196 yards, and a touchdown. Elijah Taylor is the shotgun quarterback. Handoff straight ahead. And that is LaPresto as he went right between the center and right guard. Tripped up, picks up, we'll say 3 yards on the carry, out to about the 28-yard line. No huddle, Saints right back at the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers left, one to the right. Taylor in the shotgun. LaPresto to his right. Motion now. Snap comes back. Play action and a throw and a catch and a first down and more. In fact, that's going to be much more. Out to about the 44-yard line. Pickup of 16 on the play. Making the grab was Eric Williams II.
Taylor's pass.
Holding on for dear life. One of them was Trayshawn Jones, the linebacker. 5'10", 187 pounds. He's a freshman, 14 tackles this season. First down for Siena Heights at the 44-yard line. It's a handoff. LaPresto. LaPresto slips a tackle, turns it back up. Gets ahead to about the 49-yard line. Pickup of 5 on the play. Brings up second down. We'll call it about 5 or so.
Tackle on play by number 32, Emmanuel Davis of the Cougars.
Clock moving, 7:15 to go in the first. 7-0, St. Francis leading Siena Heights. Saints, though, on the move. Taylor turns, hands off LaPresto. That was the ride and decide. LaPresto going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and then he is knocked down immediately.
LaPresto on the carry.
Nothing there.
Talking about 48, Nate Tallaham.
Nate Tallaham on the stop that time. So third down, it's actually closer to 4. It says 5 on the scoreboard, closer to 4. Shotgun backfield. One receiver to the right, Twins left. Here's the handoff. LaPresto finds an opening, busts a tackle, and he's got the first down. Started at the 49, wound up at the 41, 8-yard gain. But he was able to slip a tackle at the line of scrimmage and power forward for the first down. LaPresto coming in. 316 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns on 54 carries, 5'8", 180. He is a senior. Here's a pop pass over the middle off play action, and it is caught. Sam Cousineau, the tight end, with the grab that time. And they'll take it down to the 25-yard line, gain of 16. Another first down for the Saints as they continue their march. 5:45 and counting first quarter. The Saints on the move. They trail 7-0. Cousineau in motion from left to right. Here's a handoff and to the right side. Been a running room there that time. Not a lot, but some for Jordan Ramsey, the freshman, 5'9", 210 pounds. Nate Newcomer, the safety, in on the stop that time. Pickup of close to 4 on the play. Ramsey stays in the shotgun backfield. Twins left, one receiver to the right. Taylor calls for the football, hands it off. Ramsey slips a couple of tackles, bounces outside to the left, coming near side, and is going to be downed at the 10-yard line. Braden Payne, one of the corners, making the tackle for St. Francis. But that should be a first down. And if it is, it's going to be first and goal from the 10-yard line or just inside it. And it is. They have put the sticks down. Twins right, one left. Receiver to the left or near side is Credell Prather. Snap comes back. Ramsey gets it. Left side, going to skate in for the touchdown. Sidestepped one tackle, goes in from 10 yards out. Touchdown, Siena Heights. And now this game is an extra point away from being tied up. David Medenovic, the kicker, he'll come on to try and tie it up. 13-15 on PATs this season. He's attempted just one field goal, converted that from 32 yards out. Left-footed kicker, you don't see those often. Left-handed quarterback, left-footed kicker. Snap is down, kick is away, and the kick is good. Ball game tied at 7, 4:17 to go. We're in the second quarter, and we'll come back after this on News Radio 1250 and 105.5 FM. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson this afternoon. 4:17 to go. We're in the opening quarter. Game is tied 7-7. 10-yard touchdown run by Jordan Ramsey, and the extra point tying this ball game here in the first quarter of a play. The St. Francis Cougars scored on their last drive, 4-yard run by David Smith. And that turned out to be an 11-play, 39-yard drive that took up almost 5 minutes off the clock. It was all set up by the Bailey Parker interception. Ball is teed up. The approach, the kick is away. Short, high, end over end, grabbed at the 29-yard line. Patchett calls for the fair catch, and Cougars will start off first down and 10, just shy of the 30-yard line. Now they'll put it on the 30. So first down and 10.
30-yard line.
So far, Grant Gremmel, just 1 of 5. 6 yards passing. David Smith, 3 carries, 12 yards, including a touchdown. Cam Peterson, 2 carries, 11 yards, and he'll join Gremmel in the backfield. It's a tight formation. Receivers in tight to both sides. Here's a quick toss, and not much there at all. As A.J. Dandridge took the little toss, moved ahead for maybe a half yard or so, and that's going to be it. Second down and long. Again, an overcast Saturday afternoon. Rain to the east. Looks like New Haven got some rain, but Fort Wayne, at least for now, spared of it. Gremmel, snap pass to Dandridge, and he is going to be hit and knocked down after a short gain, maybe 5 to the 36-yard line. So short gain there, and Gremmel's second completion. It'll bring up third down and 4 for the St. Francis Cougars. They need to reach the St. Francis 40-yard line to move the chains. Receivers in tight to each side of the formation. Back goes Gremmel. Has some time. Pressure coming now. Steps up, and he's in trouble, and down he goes. About a 2-yard sack on the play. And the Cougars go 3 and out, and they'll have to kick it away.
Tackled by number 4, Askin.
Just nothing open downfield that time for Grimmel. And by that time, the protection was starting to cave in. Derek Robb standing back at his own 21-yard line. One back deep for St. Francis, and it's going to be a fair catch. A driving punt that time by Derek Robb inside the 25-yard line. Nicely done. The kicking game has been a bright spot so far for the St. Francis Cougars. Change up possession, 2:36 to go. We're in the first quarter. St. Francis 7, Siena Heights 7. Line of scrimmage will be the 24-yard line.
Bailey Jackson on the fair catch. Where Siena Heights will start.
As we look out and see a nice sized crowd here today, we also see a lot of coats, a lot of hats, a lot of blankets, but fortunately no umbrellas. Eric Lepresto is the running back to the left of quarterback Elijah Taylor. Twin receivers to his left. Snap comes back. Here's the handoff. Lepresto cuts it back inside and is going to be upended after a short gain on the play. Trayshawn Jones, the linebacker, got a piece of him and knocked him down after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
So 2nd down and 7. Last drive by Siena Heights resulted in a touchdown. It was a 9-play, 75-yard drive, capped off by the 10-yard scoring run by Jordan Ramsey. Snap comes back. Here's the handoff. Lepresto right up the middle. Has more yardage. As a first down, it would appear. Nate Newcomer on the stop that time. And they'll move the chains. First down. No huddle offense, as is the trend these days. Very rarely do you see a huddle. Shotgun backfield. Twins left, one to the right. The give, and not much there that time. Shamar Smith, the defensive end, blew the play up. Got in there and stopped it for about a yard or 2 loss. Got some help from his teammates, but it was Shamar Smith, the 6'2", 250-pound senior. 6 tackles, couple of sacks this year. They'll make it 2nd down and 11. Twin receivers now to the right, one left. Taylor back in that shotgun backfield. Snap comes back. Here's the handoff. Here's Ramsey, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Shamar Smith again. So back-to-back plays by senior defensive end Shamar Smith. That'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Clock on the move. About 40 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Game is tied at 7. 3rd down and 11 is that St. Francis defense stiffens. Back to the shotgun, one in the slot to the right. Twin receivers flanked out wide. Now motion coming out of the backfield. Quick throw and incomplete. A nice defensive play that time by Nate Newcomer as he came up and separated the football and the receiver. So 4th down and 10. The Saints will have to punt it away with 18 seconds left to go in the opening quarter.
23, Nate Newcomer.
Call Ray, one of those going back for St. Francis. David Smith is back as well. Andrew Bookman is the punter, standing at his own 20-yard line. Now there's some motion. Snap comes back. It's a good one, about chest high. Some pressure. Kick is away. Kick is spiraling to the far side and will hit the turf and will roll inside the St. Francis 30 to about the 28-yard line. And that's where the Cougars will take over 1st down and 10. Change of possession. 7.8 seconds left to go in the first. This ball game is tied at 7-7. St. Francis and Siena Heights. Offense should have time for 1, maybe 2 plays, depending on what it might be. And the 2 teams will switch ends of the field. Hassan Lambert now, one of those in the backfield. Garrett Gremmel, the quarterback. Snap comes back. Give goes to Smith. Tests the left side, moves the stack a bit, and picks up some yards to about the 32, pick up a 4, and that is the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter played at Bishop Darcy Stadium in Fort Wayne, and after 1 quarter, our score, St. Francis 7, Siena Heights 7 on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM.
All right.
Second quarter action ready to begin at Bishop Darcy Stadium. 7-7, St. Francis and Siena Heights. Second down and 6 for the St. Francis Cougars. Football at the 32-yard line. Snap comes back. Here's the handoff. This is Lambert to the far side, picking up some steam, picking up some yards. Crosses the 35 to about the 37, maybe 38-yard line. We'll call it the 37. It's on Lambert, and that'll bring up third down and short. First carry of the ball game for Lambert, as Kevin Donnelly is used running back by committee so far this season.
High tackler, number 3, Stewart.
Tight formation on third down and a long one. Handoff, and this is not going to happen.
Weathington with the carry.
Brett Weathington was the ball carrier, and he was stonewalled immediately that time. Several of the Saints crashing through to stop that play, including Shamar Askin, one of the corners.
In pump formation for the Cougars, number 49.
So St. Francis will have to kick it away. Derek Robb back to about his own 22-yard line. So a successful stop there. Kick is away, end over end, and we'll hit the turf, and we'll take a sideways roll to about the 36-yard line. And that's where Siena Heights will start off first down and 10. 13:39 to go. We're in the second quarter. Ball game tied at 7. St. Francis and Siena Heights. Both teams scoring in the first quarter. David Smith, a 4-yard touchdown run. The Aiden Hostler kick after that. And then Siena Heights answer with a 10-yard touchdown run by Jordan Ramsey, plus the PAT. First down and 10 for the Saints at their own 36-yard line. Ball to the left of the near or right hash mark. Saints moving from left to right on your radio dial. They're in the white jerseys today. Here's a handoff, Jordan Ramsey, and he is going to be hit and dropped almost immediately. Good penetration up front that time. Hunter Byansky, one of the tackles, he made the stop. Emmanuel Davis, the linebacker, was there with an assist as well. Gain of a yard, and that's it. Second down. St. Francis in the home blue, the silver helmets, and the white numerals. Nice sized crowd, but they're bundled up on this cold and windy Saturday afternoon. Snap comes back. Taylor, the lefty, looking right, throws, has the receiver, Ramsey. Ramsey slips a tackle, picks up the first down, then winds up out of bounds in the St. Francis sideline. But they'll have a first down, and let's see where they put the football down.
At the Siena Heights 49-yard line.
I'm going to say it's a 12-yard gain out to the 49-yard line, but a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. Ramsey will stay in the backfield. Twin receivers left, one to the right. And now motion. Taylor turns, hands off. Ramsey trying to get outside, nothing there, and he'll be brought down after about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Ramsey on the carry.
Not much there. Nate Tellum, the linebacker, on the stop that time.
Tackled by 48, Nate Tellum.
So 2nd down and 8. We played about 3 minutes into this second quarter. Game is tied at 7 each. Taylor back in the shotgun. Snap comes back. Here's the handoff, and once again, there is nothing there. A lot of blue jerseys and a little extracurricular activity afterward. These things are getting testy here early in the second quarter. Ramsey going to pick up maybe a yard, and oh, here comes the rain. And it came out of nowhere. It is a windy, driving rain that is going to send the fans scurrying for cover. Thought we might get out of it, but that was not the case. Snap comes back. Taylor, the lefty, looking, steps up in the pocket, under some pressure. Down he goes. Nice pressure up front that time. The Saint Francis Cougars able to get that pressure. Marquise Cross, one of the defensive linemen, able to get a handle on the quarterback and bring him down. So that'll bring up 4th down and 8. And back on comes the punting unit and Andrew Bookman. Bookman is back at his 35-yard line. Pressure coming. Kick is away. High kick. Fair catch called for and made inside the 15 at about the 12-yard line. We've had a lot of people come right up to the overhang, right in front of the press box. So, football resting between the 12 and 13-yard line. It'll be a new set of downs after a change of possession. 10:31 to go, second quarter. St. Francis and Siena Heights tied up at 7. Cam Peterson, David Smith, the dual running backs in the shotgun backfield. Here's the give to Peterson. Counter play coming to the left side. And he's going to pick up some yards, busts a tackle or two. Football might have come loose. And that is going to bring up 2nd down and short. He picked up close to 8 on the play.
Should be.
So 2nd down, we'll call it about 2 for the Cougars.
Radar, just a bunch of patches.
Gremmel back in the shotgun again, twin running backs, and he's back to pass. Pressure coming. Now going to take off and run. And he's going to have the 1st down and a bit more. He'll move the sticks. Gremmel had to improvise a bit on that play, but he does pick up the 1st down to about the 26-yard line. So the Cougars able to move the chains as the rain continues to fall. It came out of nowhere. It's been cloudy for a while. Sunshine earlier, cloudy. Looked like the storms or the rain. I shouldn't say storms. No thunder, no lightning, thankfully, but kind of came out of nowhere here. Here's a quick throw and a catch. Short gain on an out pattern that time by A.J. Dandridge. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards or so on the carry. So 2nd down, we'll call it about 6 or so, maybe 7 as they move the sticks back just a little bit now. 3 receivers stacked out to the right or wide side of the formation. Gremmel takes the snap, turns, hands off. Peterson, juke move right up the middle. He'll cross the 30 to the 33-yard line. He'll be stopped there, but not before he picks up nice yardage and makes it 3rd and short. 3rd down and about 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
You're saying 4. It's about 3.5 or so. Movement up front.
That's a joke.
But Siena Heights able to get back in time. 3rd and a long 3. Gremmel turns, hands off. Peterson, nice little move to his left, sidesteps the tackler, and he's going to have just enough to pick up the first down. So they needed 3.5. Peterson got 3.5. First down and 10 for St. Francis. This drive began back at the 13-yard line. Clock is rolling. 7:40 to go, second quarter. 7-7. Gremmel turns, hands off. Smith this time. Smith turns his back and it inches in for maybe 3 yards to the 40-yard line. And just as quickly as it came, the rain is gone. Fans move back to their seats. Second down and 7. Gremmel in the shotgun. Turns, hands off. Smith slips the tackler. Ball comes loose. It's a fight for it in Siena Heights. The Saints say they have it, and I believe they do.
David Smith, the ball carrier.
You're still unpiling, and the officials say yes, Siena Heights football. Turnover by St. Francis, 6:51 to go. We're in the second quarter, 7-7, and now Siena Heights will take over first down and 10 at the Cougar 42-yard line.
Fumble is recovered by Siena Heights.
That is the first turnover of the ball game.
First and 10 on the Cougar 42-yard line.
So far in this game, total yards, St. Francis just about 80. Siena Heights, 98 yards of total offense. Elijah Taylor has not had to throw the football much. 3 out of 6, 44 yards. That's the first fumble of the game. He threw a pick earlier that set up a touchdown drive by St. Francis. He's back in the shotgun, Taylor. Here's the handoff, La Presto, and he will lunge forward off that left side. He'll pick up yardage to about the 37 or so, 5-yard gain. Just kind of soared in the air that time. Second down.
By 90, Spencer Petit. 5 brings up second and 5.
Both offenses have moved the football at times this afternoon. Each team finishing off a drive. Each team turning the ball over once. Second down, close to 6. Taylor back in the shotgun. Option, right side. And a nice job by St. Francis of blowing that up. Had some extracurricular activity again. We'll do this. Safety Nate Newcomer made the stop. And a lot of the fans want a penalty flag. Again, these two teams have been chippy this afternoon, but so far, no calls for personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct. Third down, we'll call it 5. 5.5 to go until halftime. Could be 4-down territory for the Saints if needed. Here's a handoff. Ramsey, and he's going to be dragged down from behind. Linebacker Emmanuel Davis made the stop. 6'3", 242 is a senior. 22 tackles coming in. And he made sure that Ramsey went nowhere that time. We'll call it 4th down and 5. No gain on the play. And when the ball is snapped again, there will be under 5 minutes left to go until halftime. 7-7, St. Francis and Siena Heights. Trips to the right side of the formation. Taylor on 4th down and 5. Takes the snap and he's back to pass. Pressure coming. Has to move to his right. Throws long down the right. There's contact. No flag. Incomplete. Nicely done that time, as Kevin Ford was on the coverage. The intended receiver that time, that was Cordell Prather, but there is a penalty flag now. That flag is down at about the 13-yard line, which is the area where the football was thrown. And again, there was contact. Let's get the call.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Saint Francis, number 6.
So unsportsmanlike conduct on Saint Francis, but it came after the play. So the 4th down breakup holds. Siena Heights turns it over on downs. However, the ball will be backed up to the 22-yard line on the far or right hash mark as St. Francis will move from right to left. 4:42 to go until half. Grant Gremmels so far this afternoon, 3 of 7, just 13 yards. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. Has to move to his left. Throws, and that is a dangerous pass. And it short hops in incomplete to Avante Vickers at about the 40-yard line. So incomplete, 2nd down and 10. There was pressure right away applied by Siena Heights. Nico Fernandez, the defensive end, he was one of those in there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the Cougar.
Cam Peterson will be the running back on this play. He'll line up on Gremmel's left side in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap comes back. Peterson gets the ball and is going to be tackled after, well, at best, maybe a yard, if that. In fact, if anything, he might have lost a yard.
Cameron Peterson on the carry.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 now for the Cougars. All resting at their own 21-yard line. About 4:10 to go until halftime, 7 all. And some movement up front.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
Early movement, that'll cost the Cougars 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and close to 16 now after the penalty. High school football on Friday nights. USF football on Saturdays. Chicago Bears football on Sundays. All on WGL 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Snap comes back. Gremmel has some time. Slings it to his left and no one is home. Incomplete. Pass went out. Vickers went in on the post to about the 30-yard line. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 16. And on comes Derek Robb of the punting unit. Siena Heights should get good field position out of this.
In punt formation for the Cougars, 49, Derek Robb.
Robb is going to be standing back at about his own 2-yard line. 1 returner going back. That's Bailey Jackson for Siena Heights. Snap is back. Kick is away. It's a good kick that turns over and comes down at about the 50-yard line. Jackson going to be wrapped up and dropped almost immediately. On the special teams tackle that time, that was Tamara Springfield, the 5'9", 165-pound junior corner.
49-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the St. Francis 49-yard line. 3:53 to go until halftime. St. Francis 7, Siena Heights 7. Each team scoring in the first quarter. David Smith, a 4-yard touchdown run for St. Francis. Jordan Ramsey, a 10-yard touchdown run for Siena Heights. Taylor in the shotgun, turns, hands off, LaPresto up the middle. Not much there, 2, maybe 3 yards down to the 46-yard line. That's going to be it, 2nd down. And about 7 is now the sun is peeking out at Bishop Darcy Stadium. Telham on the tackle that time. Shotgun backfield. 1 in the slot to the right side, and Taylor's back to pass. Sling throw, and it is caught. And a good catch on that far side that time. Give credit where credit is due. And making the grab that time, well, that was Credell Prather.
Complete to number 18, Prather.
So he takes it down to about the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. Handoff, Lepresto, and he'll be downed after a 2-yard gain at best. Trayshawn Jones, a linebacker, on the spot. Second down and 9. 2:40, clock moving, second quarter. Siena Heights trying to get some points on the board before the half. They would like to get in the end zone, if at all possible, but they are in field goal range, but we do have a swirling wind this afternoon. Snap comes back, sweeping left. It's Lepresto, and he had some blockers and got out of bounds on the far side to stop the clock. It's going to be short of the first down marker by about 3 yards or so. Picked up 6 or so on the carry. So a manageable third down and 3. Now they'll start the clock again. 2:05 and counting until half. Taylor back in the shotgun. Hands off. Ramsey jitterbugs his way ahead, and he should have the first down inside the 15. Close to the 13-yard line. 4-yard pickup. And they will move the chains. We have a timeout on the field. 1:52 to go until halftime. We are tied at 7, but Siena Heights on the move. We'll come back in just 30 seconds on News Radio 1250 and 105.5 FM. Clock stopped, 1:52 to go until halftime. 7-7, Saint Francis and Siena Heights. But the Saints have the football at the Saint Francis 13-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 as play resumes. Steady drives, but not a lot of points so far by these teams. Taylor, the left-handed quarterback. Redshirt sophomore, 6'1", 210. 8 touchdown passes on the season. Throws, and here's a catch. Just inside the 5-yard line.
Taylor's pass.
Grab is made by Bobby Opalewski that time. He was knocked down by Bailey Parker. Good gain in the play, about 7 yards or so. So second down and 3. Saints can get a first down inside the 5. Full house backfield. Here's the give. This is Lopresti to his left. He's going to have the first down. He's going to have the touchdown.
Ethan Lopresto, the ball carrier.
We'll call it a 5-yard touchdown run by Lopresto. Or will we? They're still on stacking. One official signaled touchdown. And they are still talking about it. But it looks like it's going to stand. Touchdown.
Lopresto's carry results in a Siena Heights touchdown.
And the Saints take the lead, 13-7, with 1:14 left to go until halftime. Extra point attempt yet to come. Kicker David Medovic, left-footed kicker. Snap comes back. Kick is away. Kick is through the uprights. It is good. So with 1:14 left to go until halftime, it's a 14-7 Siena Heights lead. And we'll be back after this on News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Kick is away, short to the far side. Ball is going to be taken up the sideline for about 5 or so yards, and that is going to be it. Isaiah Higgins with the return that time. St. Francis will have it first down and 10 with 1:11 left to go until halftime.
Kick return
We
by
do have a penalty flag down.
Offside. Kicking team number 9.
Kicking team offside, so St. Francis has some options here. But the offense, to this point, held in check for the most part. So far for St. Francis, just 77 yards of total offense, 152 for Siena Heights. Ball is at the 33-yard line after the 5-yard penalty. Gremmel back in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Has some time. Throws over the middle. Pass is caught. 45-yard line, 46, 47-yard line. That's McCall Ray who made the grab. And he will have a first down. And again, we have more extracurricular activity after the snap, way away from the football. 14-yard gain that time by McCall. Clock starts up again. Gremmel back to pass. Looking to his right. Throws, and the pass is incomplete far side at about the 46-yard line. A.J. Dandridge, the intended receiver. And now the officials coming in. Let's see what this is about. Play is stopped. Officials conversing. It is an official's timeout.
Clock operator, please set the game clock. 5-9. Thank you.
We're going to put about 7 more seconds back on the clock. So that'll take it to 59 seconds. Play resumes. Gremmel will be back in the shotgun. 7 extra seconds applied to the clock. Twin receivers to each side of the formation. Gremmel, he's back to pass. Has to move to his left. Looking. Now it's going to take off and head for the sideline. He'll cross the 50-yard line into Siena Heights territory. And they will mark him down at about the 47-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. 3rd down and about 4. St. Francis has to get to the 43-yard line. Twin receivers to each side of the formation once again. Snap comes back. Blitz shown. Here's the throw. Pass is caught by Avante Vickers inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. 18-yard reception. Big completion there from Gremmel to Vickers. 48 seconds left to go until half. Clock starts up again. Gremmel, he's back to pass. Looking left. Now throws long on the left and chucks it out of bounds. Incomplete. Vickers was in the vicinity. I believe it was A.J. Dandridge who was there as well, but neither was really open. So Gremmel, instead of wasting time, threw it out of bounds to stop the clock. And now we have a whistle and a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Siena Heights, their first down.
Siena Heights going to try to regroup. We'll keep things right here with 40 seconds to go until halftime. 14-7, Siena Heights leads. But the Cougars are on the move. They have the football at the Saints' 29-yard line. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson this afternoon. We'll hear from Joe during halftime. He has a short message to pass along. St. Francis will be back in action right here at Bishop Darcy Stadium next Saturday. Lawrence Tech coming to town for a 1 p.m. kickoff. And of course, you can hear that game and all St. Francis Cougar football games on the home of the Cougars, WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. You can also hear high school football on Friday nights, Chicago Bears football Sunday afternoons, or the variations that they play on Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, as they did against Washington, won that game 40-20. Bob and Tom in the mornings, and CBS Radio News. Play resumes, 2nd down and 10. Gremmel takes the snap to his left, throws, Vickers double coverage, and the ball goes out of bounds, incomplete, inside the 10-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Cougars. Gremmel, a graduate transfer from the University of Indiana, started one game against Purdue, the battle for the old Oaken bucket. It's back to pass here on 3rd and 10. Short throw. Pass is gathered in and caught. Going to be short, though, with a 1st down. That was McCall Ray on the reception. He took it inside the 25 to about the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and another timeout on the field. So St. Francis calls timeout. When play resumes, it'll be 4th down and 4.
Clock operator.
Looks like they'll have to put some time back on the clock. This has turned into a productive drive, though, so far for St. Francis. They have moved the football downfield. Gremmel this afternoon, 5 of 14, 45 yards. His favorite receiver, it's been A.J. Dandridge. She has 2 for 7 yards. Avante Vickers, a catch in 18. McCall Ray, a couple of catches now at about 19 yards. They're going to try a field goal. Aiden Hostler will come out. Ball will be put down at the 30-yard line, so it'll be a 40-yard attempt. Hostler 1 of 1 on the season, and that was a 34-yard field goal at Madonna last week. Right-footed soccer-style kicker out of the hold of Derek Robb, and now we have whistles and timeout called by Siena Heights.
Siena Heights, their 2nd of the half.
So they will call timeout just to make sure everyone's on the same page. Saints leading the Cougars 14-7 with 29 seconds left to go until halftime. And unless the Cougars have a change of heart during the timeout, it'll be Hostler on to attempt that 40-yard field goal. Against Lawrence Tech comes to town next week. Meanwhile, Siena Heights goes back home to Adrian, Michigan, and will host Taylor for homecoming next week. That is set for a 2 o'clock kickoff. 1 o'clock here, though, against Lawrence Tech. You can hear it on News Radio 1250 WGL. That's 1250 AM and 105.5 FM.
Sports!
Well, the Saints are back out on the field. Cougars chatting it over. Now the officials say, let's go. They brought the offense back out. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down and 4 at the 24-yard line. So they pull the kicking team off. Gremmel in the shotgun, David Smith to his left. Twin receivers flanked out wide to each side. Play clock down to 15 seconds. Gremmel looks to the sideline, relays the play, and Smith moves from left to right. Some movement up front, and they drew him offside. Nope, they did not draw them offside. The officials are going to say false start by the offense. That is a costly penalty. Instead of 4th and 4, it'll be 4th and 9. And instead of a 40-yard field goal attempt, if that's what they wanted to do, it would be a 45-yard attempt. The offense stays on the field for now. Fourth down and 9 after the false start penalty. Smith in the shotgun to the right of Grant Gremmel. Twin receivers out to each side. Gremmel takes the snap, back to pass, looks over the middle, throws, and a catch is made by McCall Ray inside the 10 at around the 7-yard line. They'll call it the 8. It's a 20-yard reception. Gremmel quickly back up under center. He will spike the football to stop the clock with 21.6 seconds left. What a throw by Gremmel. What a catch by Ray. 20 yards on 4th down and 9. Football's at the 8-yard line. After the spike, it'll be 2nd down and goal. 3 receivers stacked out to the right side. Vickers to the left side. Smith in the shotgun to the left of Gremmel. 14-7 Siena Heights. Gremmel back to pass. A throw and a quick slant, incomplete. Pass came in high and perhaps a bit behind Vickers. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal from inside the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 8. 19 seconds left to go until half. Each team with 1 timeout left. Gremmel in the shotgun. Smith to his right. Gremmel back to pass. To his right. Fade pattern, there's all sorts of contact, and out comes the penalty flag. At best, it's going to be defensive holding, but the call will be pass interference. And that should put the football inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. Pass interference. And the defender really had no choice at all. It was either that or give up a touchdown. The ball will be set down at the 2-yard line. 15.6 seconds left to go. Play clock, I don't think they reset it because that thing is down to 6 already. Patchett and Wellington split behind Gremmel. Motion, handoff. Patchett fights his way in. Did he get there? Yes, touchdown. Eli Patchett, a 2-yard touchdown run, and this game is an extra point away from being tied just before halftime. Well done that time by Saint Francis. But the key play, a 20-yard completion on 4th down and 9. Aiden Hostler on to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is away. He will put it through the uprights. It is good. Game is tied 14-14 with 15.1 seconds left to go until the halftime break. We'll keep things right here for the time being. St. Francis 2-2 on the season, 1-0 Mid-East League. They lost the season opener to St. Francis 45-28. That was 5 weeks ago. And then a loss to St. Francis of Illinois 17-0. Then a bye week. Then a win in Davenport, Iowa 28-9 over St. Ambrose. And then a win in Livonia, Michigan last week 44-9 over Madonna. In those 2 wins, the offense started slow but picked up steam in the second quarter and in the second half. Lawrence Tech coming to town next week. Siena Heights also 2-2. Season opening loss to Roosevelt 38-10. A win over St. Ambrose 28-14. Then a win over Judson 58-14. But a loss to number 4 Indiana Wesleyan last week 48-12. Hostler with the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. His approach, kick is away. It's a squib kick on the ground. Bobbled, picked up. Not a whole lot there that time. And 11 seconds show on the second quarter clock. Ball game, though, is tied at 14. Line of scrimmage will be the 37-yard line. Let us see what Siena Heights opts to do. They're going to try something or maybe just hand off and go to halftime. Taylor in the shotgun. He will turn handoff. LaPresto right side, and he is upended. Lands at about the 47-yard line. And And that should do it for the first half of play. It does. We are even up at 14 each. St. Francis and Siena Heights. Stick around. The halftime show is next. This is Cougar Football on News Radio WGL 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. It is indeed halftime at Bishop Darcy Stadium in Fort Wayne, and we are knotted up at 14 apiece. St. Francis and Siena Heights. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson on this mostly cloudy Saturday afternoon. We had some sun before the game, clouds moved in, and then in the second quarter, a fast-moving torrential downpour sent fans scurrying. But just as quickly as it came in, it left, and now we have a hint of sunshine at the stadium. It is a cool, crisp autumn afternoon. Winds still whipping around out there at around 25 miles per hour. But so far, it doesn't look like it's affected gameplay as the two teams are knotted up at 14 apiece. Scoring in the first half went like this. After a Bailey Parker interception, the Cougars put together an 11-play, 39-yard drive, chewed up nearly 5 minutes, and scored on a 4-yard touchdown run by David Smith. The Aiden Hostler kick was good, 7-0, with 8:44 left to go in the first quarter. About 4.5 minutes later, Siena Heights got on the scoreboard as they crafted a 75-yard drive on 9 plays and scored on a 10-yard touchdown run by Jordan Ramsey. The PAT was good, 7-7 with 4:17 to go in the first, and that was the score at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Siena Heights put together a 7-play, 49-yard drive, took 2 minutes and 39 seconds off the clock. Ethan Lepresto scored on a 5-yard run. The PAT made it 14-7. with 1:14 left to go until half. However, Saint Francis, well, they did not rest on their laurels. Grant Gremmel led the Cougars on a 12-play, 67-yard drive, just 59 seconds. Eli Patchett capped it off with a 2-yard touchdown run. Aiden Hostler's PAT was good, 14-14 with 15 seconds left to go until halftime. Key plays in that final drive, a 20-yard completion from Gremmel to McCall Ray on 4th down and 9, and then a pass interference call right at the far pylon on Siena Heights. That put the football at the 2-yard line with 15 seconds left. And then on the very next play, St. Francis was able to power in with Eli Patchett. And here we are tied up 14-14 at Bishop Darcy Stadium. We'll continue on. At halftime, it is the Parkview Sports Halftime Show. We're back after this on News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM at WGL. Two quarters in the books, and we are tied at 14, St. Francis and Siena Heights. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson. Joe on the mend, and let's turn things over. Joe able to pass along a message. He was able to share some of his thoughts. Let's hear what Joe has to say. All right, good to hear from Joe. Good to hear he is on the mend, and hopefully we will hear from Joe. He'll be right back behind these headsets a bit later on this month. 14-14 our score, St. Francis and Siena Heights. Let's take a look at some of the halftime numbers. In terms of total offense, things are pretty close to this point. Siena Heights, 34 total plays, 162 yards. Meanwhile, St. Francis, 42 plays and 142 yards, many of them coming on that final drive right before halftime. For Siena Heights, 25 carries on the ground, 89 rushing yards through the air, 73 yards. For St. Francis, 72 yards rushing and 70 through the air. Some of the individual numbers for Siena Heights, the visitors here today. Elijah Taylor, 5 completions, 9 attempts, 73 yards. He's been picked off once. He has spread the ball around to several different receivers. Bobby Opalewski with a catch and 8 yards. Cordell Prather with a catch and 21. Jordan Ramsey a catch and 12. Tight end Sam Cousineau with a catch and 16. And Eric Williams II with a catch and 16 as well. On the ground, it is Ethan Lepresto. He has 15 carries and 57 yards along of 10. He has scored 1 touchdown. Jordan Ramsey, 8 carries, 32 yards. His long run is 11. He has a touchdown as well. For St. Francis in the first half, Grant Gremmel, 7 of 19, 70 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. 2 completions to A.J. Dandridge for 7 yards. 2 completions to McCall Ray for 33 yards, including a long of 20 on 4th down and 9. Also, Avante Vickers with a catch and 18 yards at the half. Isaiah Higgins with a catch and 6. Crossley McEachin with a catch and 6 as well. On the ground, it is Cam Peterson leading the way, 6 carries, 27 yards, a long of 9. David Smith, 6 carries and 10 yards. He has a long of 5, and he has scored a touchdown. That was a 4-yard run. Eli Patchett, 2 carries, 4 yards, and a touchdown. A.J. Dandridge, 1 carry and 2 yards. Christian Porter, a carry and 2 yards. And Hassan Lambert with a carry and 9 yards. Grant Gremmel, he has 4 runs. Those were scrambles after the pocket broke down. He has 17 yards on those 4 carries with a long of 8. In terms of kicking, Aiden Hostler, 2 of 2 on PATs. David Medovic for Siena Heights, he is 2 of 2 as well on PATs. The Cougars thought about a 40-yard field goal shortly before halftime. They had the kicking unit out there. Siena Heights called timeout. So then Kevin Donnelly sent the offense back out there on 4th down. It was 4th and 4. And then there was a false start made at 4th and 9. However, the Cougars were able to convert with a 20-yard pass from Gremmel to McCall Ray. Then a pass interference penalty put the ball at the 2, and that set up Eli Patchett's touchdown run of 2 yards right before halftime. 4 punts so far by Derek Robb, 141 yards, 35-yard average. Medovic, he does double duty, kicking and punting. He has 2 punts and 69 yards in the game. But the most important numbers, 14 and 14. That's where we're at on the scoreboard, St. Francis and Siena Heights. And we'll continue with our halftime coverage after this timeout on News Radio WGL 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Scott Truxell back with you at Bishop Darcy Stadium as we start to wind down halftime on this Saturday afternoon. 14-14 if you're just joining us. Saint Francis and Siena Heights. Also, if you're just joining us, let's recap the scoring. Each team scoring once in the first quarter. Each team scoring once in the second quarter. David Smith, 4-yard touchdown run in the first, gave the Cougars a 7-0 lead. And then the Siena Heights Saints answer with a 10-yard touchdown run by Jordan Ramsey. 7-7 after one quarter. Ethan Lepresto scored on a 5-yard run in the second quarter, very late in the second quarter with 1:14 left until the halftime break. But it took 59 seconds for the St. Francis Cougars to answer. Eli Patchett scored from 2 yards out. The extra point by Aiden Hostler tied the ball game 14-14. That's where we stand right now on a windy and chilly and earlier wet Saturday afternoon. A torrential downpour came out of nowhere. It was brief, soaked everyone, and then headed out. Now we have clouds and more sun as the afternoon goes along. Stick around. We're back with third quarter action after this timeout on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Back we are, Bishop Darcy Stadium, second half action ready to begin on this Saturday afternoon. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson. Big thanks to Dean Jackson for filling in last week as well. Nice sized crowd on hand for this one, but it's been over a month since the Cougars have played at home. September 2nd was the last home game for the Cougars. Teeing it up is Aiden Hostler. He'll kick it away to begin the second half. Going back deep for Siena Heights. Shamar Askin is one of them back there. Also back is Eric Williams. Both are standing at about the 5-yard line as Hostler has the football teed up at the 35-yard line. The approach, the kick, squib kick on the ground, takes a nice big bounce and roll and is picked up at about the 15-yard line. And getting upended quickly was Eric Williams.
Eric Williams on the return.
Good special teams that time by Saint Francis. They got downfield in a hurry. Jaden Evans was the first one at the scene. So first down and 10 for Siena Heights. They'll have the football at their own 21-yard line to begin the second half.
21-yard line.
First play of the second half. And it'll be trips to the near side of the formation. That is the wide side as Siena Heights is moving from right to left on your radio dial. White jerseys, yellow pants, white helmets, brown numbers. Here's the handoff. Jordan Ramsey cuts it back, has an opening, and is wrestled out of bounds on the far side, but a penalty flag back at the 21-yard line. Let us see what that is all about. Penalties in the first half. 3 on St. Francis, 4 on Siena Heights.
Illegal motion, offense, 2 men moving in motion at the snap. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
So 5 yards for illegal motion. First down and 15 now. All will be marked back at the 16-yard line. We're just underway in the second half. 14-14. Taylor with Ramsey to his right in the shotgun. Trips to the near side of the formation. Taylor calls for the football. Play action. He's back to pass, looking long down the right. Has the receiver, and the pass is caught. And with the football, it is Williams being chased by Nate Newcomer. Newcomer makes the tackle inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Taylor's pass.
So a long gain that time.
Little play, but 23, Nate Newcomer.
That is a 71-yard completion down to the 13-yard line. And that by far is the longest play of the ball game for either team. Taylor back in the shotgun, turns, hands off Ramsey. Penalty flag comes in. Ramsey goes down at about the 7 or 8 yard line. But this is going to be holding, and it's going to come back. It'll be holding on Siena Heights. Oh, it's going to be personal foul. A block below the knees, even worse. And we have a Siena Heights player down right now on the field, so we have an injury timeout. 2 teams are being called back to the respective sideline. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back after this on News Radio 1250 and 105.5 FM. Injured player up and off. It is first down and 25, and more penalty flags fly in. It'll be against Siena Heights. Some early movement again up front, and that'll make it first down and 30. So the ball was all the way down to the 13-yard line. They blocked below the knees, took it back 15 yards, and now early movement. And the ball is back at the 33-yard line. So 20 yards and what could be very costly penalties. First and 30. 90 seconds gone. Third quarter. Game tied at 14. Taylor, hands off. Ramsey to his left. Just not much there at all. He is hemmed in and dropped almost immediately. Not much there. Trayshawn Jones, the linebacker, one of those there on the stop. If anything, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Play by 52, Corey Norris.
Corey Norris, they're going to give credit for the tackle that time. Second down, about 28 or so. Twin receivers, right and left. And now motion coming out of the backfield in Jordan Ramsey. Taylor back to pass. Pressure coming, and down he goes. Connor Price, one of those there defensively. Also there for the Saint Francis Cougars that time, Corey Norris. So Norris with back-to-back plays, and the football goes all the way back to the 40-yard line. Third down now and 37 from the 40-yard line. Saints have to get down to the St. Francis 3 to move the sticks. Motion in the backfield. Taylor takes the snap, looks long on the left, throws, and the pass is incomplete. Off the hands of the intended receiver that time. Going high for it was Cordell Prather, but even had he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere. So after the 71-yard pass play took the ball down to the 13-yard line, penalties and then a sack put it back at the 40, and Siena Heights will have to punt it away. Andrew Bookman is the punter. They've got a mix up here with the numbers. They have two number 35s, but one of them is Bookman. As he takes the snap, it is a short, high punt and is going to angle out of bounds, and we'll see where they put it down. Going to be inside the 20, we know that. But a change of possession, 11:47 to go, third quarter. Game still tied at 14 as the wind continues to swirl around at Bishop Darby Stadium.
The Cougars will take over first and 10.
Well, they're actually going to put the ball down at about the 28-yard line. Now they put it down at the 25. Cam Peterson in the shotgun backfield along with Gremmel. Twin receivers left, one to the right, and motion from left to right by McCall Ray. And we have movement, illegal movement again. This time on St. Francis as the umbrellas come back out. So first and 15. It has been a penalty-filled start to the third quarter. Two costly ones on Siena Heights on their first possession, plus a sack, and now a penalty makes it first and 15 for the Cougars. Snap comes back. Gremmel back to pass, pressure coming, moves to his right, looks long down the field, and that should be pass interference, but we see no flag. Crosley McEachin, the intended receiver, and I say pass interference because the defender did not turn around and look for the ball. So second down and 15 with 11:39 left to go in the third quarter. No huddle by the Cougars. Twin receivers to each side. Avante Vickers is the wide out to the left. Gremmel back to pass, sets up a screen. Cam Peterson has it, stumbles, and if he's lucky, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half yard on the play, and it'll bring up third down and a very long 14 yards. So third and 14. Again, twin wideouts to each side. Ray and Vickers to the near side of the formation. Peterson remains in the shotgun. Gremmel's back to pass. Looks long. Has the receiver, McCall Ray. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. An 80-yard touchdown pass from Grant Gremmel to McCall Ray. He caught him on the fly, and McCray did the rest. Ray did the rest. McCall Ray, he caught it in stride and won the foot race right in front of his teammates down the sideline to the end zone. Touchdown, St. Francis. And now they'll try to make it a 21-14 game. Aiden Hostler on to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is away, end over end through the uprights. It is good. 21-14, St. Francis leads Siena Heights. 10:54 to go. We're in the third quarter, and we're back after this on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Yard touchdown pass from Grant Gremmel to McCall Ray makes it a 21-14 St. Francis lead over Siena Heights. Those two have hooked up on two big plays. One came late in the first half, a 20-yard completion on 4th down and 9, and now an 80-yard touchdown pass on 3rd down and 15. And that will up the yardage totals for both Gremmel and McCall Ray. In fact, Grant Gremmel now 9 of 22, 150 yards. That was his first touchdown pass of the ball game. And Ray now 3 catches, 113 yards and a score. Kick is away, end over end, bouncing high on the turf, bouncing back inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, and a short return out to about the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot there on the big bounce and a short run back that time by Siena Heights, and with it was Aaron Bellamy. So let's see how the Saints respond now. 10:51 to go. We're in the third quarter. And the ball is at the 37-yard line in Siena Heights territory. Twin receivers to the near side of the formation, including Chris Coleman, who's been held without a catch today. Motion in the backfield from left to right. Taylor. Play action, back to pass, has a receiver. Pass is caught by the tight end, Sam Cousineau, and he's upended at about the 49-yard line. It'll be a 14-yard completion on the play.
To 28, Sam Cousineau, tackled by 16, Bailey Parker.
We'll credit Bailey Parker with the tackle. He had the pick earlier in the ball game.
23, Nate Newcomer.
So new set of downs, 1st down and 10, just inside St. Francis territory. Taylor hands off. Ethan Lepresto head and shoulders down. He'll push forward to the 45-yard line. 4-yard gain on the play.
Lepresto on the carry.
And that is going to be it. Not a whole lot there. Shamar Smith, he was one of those on the scene. Nate Teleham there as well. So 2nd down and 6. No huddle offenses by both teams. And the way it's gone in this game, when one team has scored, the other is immediately answered with a score. Here's a throw and a catch off the hands of the intended receiver down the far side. The receiver who had a head of steam going was Credell Prather. But it bounced right off his fingertips and fell incomplete. And now 3rd down and 6 for the Saints at the St. Francis 45-yard line. 9:41 to go. We're in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, 21-14, St. Francis. David Smith, touchdown run. Eli Patchett, touchdown run. 80-yard touchdown pass from Grant Gremmel to McCall Ray. 3rd down, pressure coming, throw made, catch made. 1st down, plus about 2 more. See who made the reception on that far side. Looks like that's Eric Williams II, who ran a simple curl in, was open and picked up the 1st down. And we have one of the St. Francis Cougars down back at about the 45-yard line. And it's going to be Marquise Cross. And he is up on his feet and is being helped off the field. Walking, though, under his own power. So that's good to see. And when play resumes, it'll be first down and 10. New line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line. 3 receivers to the right or wide side of the formation. Taylor, he's gone the distance in this one. Here's the handoff and nothing doing. Cougars there to stop it. Defensive line now starting to get some movement up front. Hunter Byansky, the freshman, 298 pounds, he was in on the stop. It's going to be a loss of close to 5 yards.
Also in on the tackle, 94, Hunter Byansky of the Cougars.
Taylor on the afternoon, 8 of 14, 167 yards, and an interception. No touchdowns. So second down and long, about 14 or so. Williams in motion from right to left. Snap comes back. Taylor to his right. Throws, has the receiver in the flat. That's Ramsey, 30, 25, inside the 25. It'll be shoved out of bounds, and he'll have the first down. Took it down to the 22, so an 18-yard pickup. Sticks move, first down and 10. Clock moving, under 8.5 to go. We're in the third quarter. 21-14, St. Francis leads. Elijah Taylor with Ramsey to his right. Twin receivers to the far side of the formation, one to the near side. Snap comes back. Play action. Taylor loops a little pass, incomplete. Penalty flag is down, though, and it's going to be defensive holding on St. Francis. So defensive holding.
Defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, the big thing there is an automatic first down, and that is going to take the football inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. As I said earlier, the way it's worked in this game, when one team scores, the other team turns around and scores on the next drive. That may happen again here in the third quarter as we approach the midway point. First and 10 at the St. Francis 12. Taylor, play action, pass was knocked in the air and incomplete.
Taylor's pass intended for Williams is incomplete.
I believe that was Telham who got a hand on it. And if he's able to hold on, all I can say is there's a lot of green in front of him. So incomplete, second down and 10. St. Francis, make that Siena Heights, can get a first down at the St. Francis 2-yard line. Taylor, keeper, left side, slips one tackle, but not the second.
Taylor on the keeper. Tackling a play by number 16, Bailey Parker of the Cougars.
Bailey Parker, again, a big play defensively.
No gain brings up third
So
and 10.
no gain, third down and 10 for Siena Heights. 7.5 minutes left to go. We're in the third quarter. St. Francis leading Siena Heights 21-14. Play clocks are off. Notice that late in the first half. Twin receivers stacked to the right side of the formation. Motion now from left to right. Taylor back to pass. Throws, end zone, pass is caught very near the first down marker. Making the grab that time is Eric Williams II.
Complete to Williams.
And from where they put it down, he's got the first down.
Ball is placed at the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
So an 11-yard completion. First and goal from the 1. Up under center is Taylor. Full house behind him. Well, he tripped over one of the upbacks as he was handing off. And they're lucky that play went anywhere at all. Went about a half yard inside the 1 yard line.
And if he has less than a yard, brings up second and goal.
Taylor again up under center, and there was early movement. Should be a 5-yard penalty as one of the fullbacks on the play moved. But again, St. Francis able to hold. Nothing there. But there was some early movement that the officials missed. Jaden Evans around at that time. Here we go. 3rd and goal inside the 1. Taylor up under center. Motion to the backfield. Taylor hands off Ramsey, and he's not going to get there. Stopped again. It's 4th down inside the 1 yard line. How about this St. Francis defense? Can they hold one more time? Full house backfield, and they call it now the tush push. Is he in? He is. Touchdown, Elijah Taylor. At least one official is signaling touchdown.
Taylor on the keeper.
And we are an extra point away from tying the ball game.
Nice touchdown.
David Medovic will come on to attempt it.
Attempt the extra point. Medovic.
St. Francis held on 3 downs inside the 1. But Siena Heights scores on the 4th attempt. Medovic, left-footed kicker. It is on the way. It is through the uprights. It is good. 21-21, 5:33 to go. We're in the 3rd quarter, and we'll come back after this on WGL.
21.
Kickoff is away, grabbed inside the 10-yard line, and a short return.
Number 1, Braden
Payne on the return, and he was upended just across the 20 to the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10 with 5:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. This game is tied at 21 apiece. The Cougars and Saints. A 1-yard touchdown run. That's how it goes down in the books for Elijah Taylor to tie the ball game, but in reality, it was a touchdown run of just inches. Last time the Cougars had the ball, they scored on an 80-yard pass from Gremmel to McCall Ray. Hassan Lambert with the carry this time, moves to his right and is going to pick up a yard or so, maybe 2. And that is going to be it. So a couple of yards for Lambert on the play, and he'll come off the field. Under 5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. It's been a good one, as expected. Both teams 2-2 on the season. Siena Heights from Adrian, Michigan. Snap comes back to Gremmel. Fires out a quick screen, and that one had no chance and falls incomplete at the feet of Derek Overbay. And I say that one had no chance. That was by design because Gremmel realized that Overbay had nowhere to go except backward. So he fired it incomplete. 3rd down and 8 now for the Cougars.
From the Cougar 24-yard line.
3 touchdowns by each team. Siena Heights had a chance at a 4th, And the ball all the way down to the St. Francis 13-yard line, but a series of penalties and a sack took it back to the 40. Gremmel looks, throws, some contact, incomplete far side, and no flag. Crosley McEachin was the intended receiver on that far side. Isaiah Pizzo was the defensive back, incomplete. So the Cougars go 3 and out. Derek Robb will drop back into punt formation. He is standing at his own 10-yard line. One back for St. Francis at about the 44-yard line. Snap comes back, helmet high to Robb. Kick is away, end over end. It will hit the turf and is going to be fielded at about the 47, maybe 48, 49-yard line. And that's where Siena Heights will take over first down and 10. Excellent field position for the Saints. Change of possession. 4:34 to go in the third. 21-21, St. Francis and Siena Heights. The Saints will go back home for homecoming next Saturday against Taylor. Elijah Taylor, 10 of 18, 196 yards and an interception. He will hand off to Ethan Lepresto. Lepresto right up the middle. And he'll be shoved back, but not before he picks up about 5 yards or so on the carry. Nate Tellem, one of the linebackers there on the stop.
Nate Tellem, Cougars.
Ramsey this afternoon, 13 carries, 45 yards, a touchdown. Lepresto, 17 carries, 57 yards. He also has a touchdown. Taylor hands it off. Lepresto, and down he goes. Started to cut it to the near side and was grabbed around the ankles and was brought down.
Tackle by 90,
That was
Spencer
Petit on the tackle. That's a good thing because Lepresto had a lot of running room. 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage is the St. Francis 45-yard line. Saints need to get to the 41 for a first down. 3.5 to go, third quarter, 21 all. Empty backfield for the first time today for Elijah Taylor. Snap comes back, looking right, throwing right. It is caught, and this is going to be an easy touchdown. No one picked up Credell Prather, and he walks in from 45 yards out. Touchdown, Siena Heights, and they take a 27-21 lead with the extra point attempt yet to come. So a missed coverage costing St. Francis dearly. As Prather was able to walk into the end zone. Medovic on to attempt the extra point. Left-footed soccer-style kicker. Perfect so far in this game, 3 out of 3. 13 of 15 coming into today's action. Snap is down, kick is away, kick is end over end, kick is good, and that'll make it a 28-21 game. Siena Heights with the lead, and the Saints will kick it off. We'll keep things right here. High school football on Friday nights, Chicago Bears football on Sunday afternoons, or any variation of the NFL schedule Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, if the two teams are so inclined. Also, Bob and Tom in the mornings. And CBS Radio News as well. It's all here on WGL News Radio, 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. And of course, each and every Saturday afternoon of the fall, it is St. Francis Cougar football. So we had football action last night here on WGL. Turned out to be a good one. Wayne over Northside, 18-12. Wayne now 5-3 on the season. Northside drops to 3-5. One more week left during the regular season for high school football. The approach kick is away, short, end over end, grabbed at the 31-yard line, fair catch, and the line of scrimmage will be the 31-yard line or so for St. Francis. Well, let's see if the Cougars can respond, because if you're just tuning in, that's the way it's worked this afternoon. One team scores, and the other team turns around and matches it. That is how it's gone all afternoon. 7-7 after one quarter. David Smith, 4-yard touchdown run for the Cougars, and Jordan Ramsey, 10-yard touchdown run for Siena Heights. Second quarter, Ethan Lepresto, 5-yard run. However, after that, Eli Patchett, 2-yard run. McCall Ray, 80-yard pass from Grant Gremmel. Then Elijah Taylor, a 1-yard run. And here is a push right up the middle. Tough running yards for Cam Peterson. He just disappeared into a pile of white jerseys and picked up a couple of yards. Now Cordell Prather has scored on a 45-yard pass from Elijah Taylor. His first of the afternoon, 9th of the season. He has 6 interceptions total on the season as well. But we'll see if the Cougars can answer the drive. Second down and 8. Line of scrimmage to 34. Gremmel in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looks long down the left. Has the receiver Vickers, and he was tackled before the ball got there. Did he make the catch? He had his back to us. It turns out he made the catch. How about that?
Results in a Glenbrook Dodge.
It's a 24-yard completion down to the 42-yard line. St. Francis had too many men on the field. One comes off. There's a handoff. Peterson, right side, not much there, a yard or so to the 41-yard line. That was Peterson. Second down and 9. Under 2 minutes to go. We're in the third quarter. Sun returns now. Had a couple instances of rain, but more often than not sun, but windy and cold. A lot of jackets, hats, blankets, and at times umbrellas here. Play action. Gremmel back to pass. Slides to his left. Throws long in the left again, and that one's way out of bounds. Incomplete. Vickers was the closest receiver that time, but he was about 10 yards beyond the ball. So third down and 9 with 1:35 left to go in the third quarter.
From the Siena Heights,
and depending on what happens on this play, it could be 4-down territory. Gremmel, the grad transfer from Indiana, back in the shotgun. Back to pass, pressure coming. Looks long over the middle as the receiver wide open. Juggled, caught, touchdown. A.J. Dandridge, 41 yards out. And the Cougars match it again. Dandridge got behind the entire secondary. Gremmel laid it out there, juggled it a time or two in dramatic fashion, hauled it in though and made it in the end zone. And now Aiden Hausler on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, Ray puts it down, kick is away, kick is good, 28-28. Back and forth we go. 1:28 left to go. We're in the third quarter at Bishop Darcy Stadium. And we'll come back in just 30 seconds on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson back at Bishop Darcy Stadium. The St. Francis Cougars have equalized this ball game at 28. 45-yard touchdown pass from Grant Gremmel to A.J. Dandridge. And now the yardage total starting to add up here in the second half. As Hostler has the approach, kick is away on the ground, squib kick. This thing's going to bounce all the way back to the 17-yard line, picked up on the run. And a little bit of running room far side, still on his feet down the sideline that time. A nice return, and that was Chris Coleman who took it out close to the 50-yard line. On the afternoon, 11 of 27, 215 yards and 2 touchdown passes. They'll put the football down at the 49-yard line in Siena Heights territory. McCall Ray, 3 catches, 115 yards. A touchdown. A.J. Dandridge, 3 catches, 48 yards and a score. Avante Vickers, 2 catches, 42 yards. Taylor back in the shotgun. He's got 241 yards passing. There's a handoff, LaPresto, and he disappears into a mass of humanity. And when they unpilot, they'll say a 2-yard gain. So 2 yards on the carry by LaPresto that time.
Ball carrier.
James Matthews, he was one of the defensive linemen on the spot. So 2nd down and 8, under a minute to go. We're in the 3rd quarter. Twin receivers to the right. Motion to the backfield. Taylor calls for the football, and he's back to pass. Looking right. Pressure coming backside. He is hit. Ball is in the air. It was caught by an offensive lineman, and the ball winds up back at about the 44-yard line. And it's legal because it was touched by another player.
Taylor's pass.
And they'll say it was tipped. Some of the fans wanted a call. An offensive lineman can't normally catch a pass, but it was tipped by someone else, which makes it a live ball. In any case, it's going to be 3rd down and long, and it looks like the Saints will let the 3rd quarter clock run out. So we played 3 quarters here at Bishop Darcy Stadium, unless they snap the ball within a second, and they will not. The quarter has come to an end, and it's tied at 28. We're back with the 4th quarter after this on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM.
Your University of St. Francis Cougars 28, Siena Heights 28.
15 minutes left, at least in regulation. 28-28, St. Francis and Siena Heights. Scott Truxell filling in for Joe Parson this afternoon. As play resumes, Siena Heights has a 3rd down and 17. Back at their own 44-yard line. Taylor, empty backfield, takes the snap. Pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, tries to look for a receiver, throws, has one. It's Coleman. Coleman tackled to the 30, but a penalty flag came in right before the throw, and I believe this one is coming back.
Taylor's pass complete to number 4, Coleman. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Now that wipes out the gain, and that would have been a 1st down and much, much more. In fact, it would have been a pickup of about 29 yards on 3rd and 17. But penalties have been costly in the 2nd half for Siena Heights. They had the ball down to the St. Francis 13-yard line earlier after a 71-yard pass. They had to punt it from the 40 after 2 penalties and a sack.
34-yard line.
And that wipes out the long gain and makes it 3rd down and 27. Ball resting at the 34-yard line. Jordan Ramsey in the shotgun backfield next to quarterback Elijah Taylor. Twin receivers flanked out wide to each side. Snap is back. Taylor rolling out, looking, throws, and it is incomplete. It went off of the hands and helmet of Jordan Ramsey. I don't know how Taylor got rid of the football. Good pressure that time, all up front by the Saint Francis Cougars. James Matthews was one of those in there. Also in there for the Saint Francis Cougars, Shamar Smith, one of the defensive ends. Taylor had to scramble for his life, and now they've got to punt it away. 28-28. McCall Ray, one of those back deep for the Cougars. And everyone moved except the center. It's like he didn't snap the ball. Officials going to have a conference right around the line of scrimmage. Of course, each team is pointing at the other. Now, even if it's against St. Francis, it's still going to be 4th and 22. And it is, but 4th and 22. All that's going to do is result in a 5-yard gain. And St. Francis will back up 5 yards. David Smith also back deep to receive the punt, along with McCall Ray. They're back in dual safety at about the 21-yard line. 28-28, early 4th quarter. Snap comes back about waist high. Kick is away, end over end, and this one is not going to clear the first down marker, apparently. Went off the side of the punter's foot, out of bounds. And let us see where they mark it. Well, they'll say it cleared the first down marker, but not by much. By maybe a yard. Cougars will have outstanding field position at their own 40-yard line. Change of possession. 4:17 left to go, 4th quarter. St. Francis 28, Siena Heights 28. Avante Vickers will be a receiver to the near side of the formation. And the late switching of personnel. Brennan Stowe, the tight end, he's in there as well. Gremmel takes the football. He's back to pass. To his right, floats it out to Patchett. Patchett, stiff arm again. Patchett chased out of bounds, but he's going to pick up on the play. See where they put him down. Looks like at around the 47-yard line. So a solid gain of 7 on the pitch and catch from Gremmel to Patchett. Patchett scoring earlier on a 2-yard run. In fact, right before halftime for St. Francis. Snap comes back. Here's the handoff up the middle. Cam Peterson. Peterson through a crease to the right side. Peterson takes it inside the 45 to the 41-yard line. And that'll be a first down.
Down by 15.
Pickup of about 11 on the play. Back in the shotgun is Gremmel. Peterson to his left, trips to the left. Peterson to his right, and this time he's wrestled down almost immediately.
Cam Peterson on the carry.
No gain at all that time, as it was Antonio Simley who came in and made the stop. They'll give him 2. 2nd down, we'll call it 8. Under 13 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Game tied at 28. But the Cougars are on the move. Gremmel, and we've got whistles and a flag down on the far side. And unfortunately, this is going to work against St. Francis. Another false start penalty will make it 2nd down and 13. St. Francis home to Lawrence Tech next Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock kickoff. You can catch it right here on the home of Cougar football, WGL News Radio, 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Gremmel calls for the football. Delayed handoff. This is David Smith, and Siena Heights sniffed it out. In fact, the ball came loose. Siena Heights says they have it. The officials, though, disagree, and they say third down. So, if anything, it's a loss of yard, third down and 13 now. Gremmel back in the shotgun. 3 receivers flanked out wide left, and Gremmel is back to pass. Looks long, throws, Vickers got it! 10-yard line, 5 to the house, touchdown! 44-yard touchdown pass from Brent Gremmel to Avante Vickers. Third touchdown pass of the afternoon thrown by Gremmel. And now the Cougars are an extra point away from going up by 7. He lofted that ball out there perfectly, did Gremmel. 13 of 29. 266 yards, 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Hostler is good. 35-28. St. Francis leads Siena Heights with 12:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Elijah Taylor has put on a show as well. The Siena Heights quarterback, 13 of 22, 260 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Take a look at yardage totals for these two teams. And again, the yards are starting to add up for both of these teams. St. Francis has run 61 plays to this point, 363 yards total offense. St. Francis, 58 plays, 359 yards of total offense. And it's been a close ball game throughout. 7-7 after one quarter. 14 of 14 at halftime. 28-28 after 3 quarters. And now 35-28 early in the fourth, St. Francis. Sun is back out for the time being at Bishop Darcy Stadium. Back to kick it away is Aiden Hostler. The approach, the kick, it is a short end-over-end kick. Gonna hit the turf, and it may be recovered by St. Francis. No one from Siena Heights came up to get it. Now they'll umpile it, but it looked like one of the Cougars had it. And they do. Let's see if we can figure out who in that pile got it. Could have been Jordan Hinshaw. Could have been Jaden Evans. We have a penalty flag down as well. The officials discussing that. It was a short pooch kickoff, and it was a live ball. And the Cougars were steaming downfield and were able to pounce on it.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Kicking team, number 27, St. Francis. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct foul. 15-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
Well, St. Francis will retain possession, but instead of having it at the 37, it should be backed up to the Cougar 48-yard line. That could be a big swing in this ball game, though. The kick recovered. Just a short pooch kick. Siena Heights, no one ran up to get it. And again, the Cougars were steaming downfield and pounced on it, and then the pile ensued. Well, it's put down at the 47-yard line in St. Francis territory.
47-yard line.
Eli Patchett and Brett Wethington are the split backs behind Gremmel. He's coming up under center. 2 receivers in tight to the right side. Patchett wants to throw, and it's complete. Pass is complete. Drew Wheat, the freshman, making the reception down to the 35-yard line. It's an 18-yard completion. So that takes it back to where it was after the recovered kickoff, plus 2 yards. Bit of trickery by the Cougars, and it paid off that time. Gremmel back in the shotgun. Turns, hands it off. Peterson up the middle, fighting for yardage. Takes it inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. Pickup on the play of about 3 yards. Joseph Wharton, one of the defensive ends, in on the stop for Siena Heights. What an entertaining game it has been here this afternoon. Back and forth, but the recovered onside kick, not really an onside kick, it kind of looked like it, but there was just no one home by Siena Heights, and St. Francis took advantage. Swing pass, Vickers, and he's going to be twirled down just behind the line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle by cornerback Isaiah Pizzo that time to stop Vickers from going anywhere. It'll be 3rd down now and a very long 7. Cougars have to reach the Siena Heights 25 for the first down.
Of Siena Heights.
10:25, clock moving, 4th quarter. St. Francis up by 7, 35-28. Snap comes back. Gremmel double pumps, throws down the far side as the receiver. Pass is caught. Making the grab downfield, Crossley McEachin, the sophomore. And they will put the ball down at the 5-yard line, maybe the 6. Actually, they're going to put it down at the 3-yard line. 30-yard completion. Gremmel has laid out some nice passes this afternoon. Split backfield as he comes up under center, tight formation. Here is the handoff. Patchett starts to his right, cuts it back to his left, picks up a yard, and that's going to be it. So 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Under 9.5 to go, 4th quarter. Cougars trying to go up by 2 touchdowns for the first time this afternoon.
From the 2-yard line.
They'll keep the quote-unquote jumbo package in the backfield with Patchett and with Wethington. Wethington has 4 rushing touchdowns this year. Jet sweep, handoff, touchdown, Drew Wheat. This time Patchett and Wethington served as blockers for Wheat. Wheat swept around left end and scored. So a 2-yard touchdown run by Drew Wheat. Had a 67-yarder against Madonna last week. So he scores his 2nd touchdown in as many weeks. That'll make it 41-28 with Hostler's extra point attempt yet to come. Hostler perfect on the afternoon, and he remains so as he puts it through the uprights. It is good. 42-28, St. Francis leads. 9:01 left in the 4th. We'll come back in 30 seconds on WGL News Radio 1250 AM and 105.5 FM. Drew Wheat scores from 2 yards out. St. Francis has a 14-point lead, 42-28, with 9:01 left to go in the 4th quarter of play. An entertaining game to say the least. In this 4th quarter, St. Francis enjoying a 14-0 scoring advantage. Kickoff on the ground. This time it's picked up at about the 27-yard line and will be taken back to about the 42-yard line. The 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter by St. Francis A 44-yard touchdown pass from Grant Gremmel to Avante Vickers, and then the 2-yard touchdown run by Drew Wheat.
Number 41, Jaden Evans on the tackle for the Cougars.
Gremmel, after a slow start, has recovered nicely. 15 of 31, 295 yards and 3 touchdowns. His counterpart, Siena Heights quarterback Elijah Taylor, 13 of 22, 260 yards and an interception. And that pick led directly to the first score by St. Francis. That was back in the first quarter. Taylor's back in the shotgun. Play action, back to pass. Looks long on the left, throws, and it is incomplete. Nearest receiver on the near side was Cordell Prather. He was at about the 40, ball went out at around the 35, so second down and 10.
From the Siena Heights.
Both teams 2-2 on the season. But St. Francis looking to improve to 2-0 in the Mid-East League. Lawrence Tech here next Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff. Snap comes back. Here's the handoff right up the middle, and it's Ethan Lepresto. 35-yard line, got a block, 30, 25, 20, down to the 15. Ball comes loose, and I believe he was out of bounds. They'll say he was at about the 12-yard line.
Ethan Lepresto on the carry.
And that was a 44-yard run. Presto's longest run. In fact, that should take him over 100 yards on the afternoon. Should have 21 carries, just over 100 yards and a touchdown. Clock starts moving again. 8.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. And Siena Heights now in the red zone. Taylor back in the shotgun. Twin receivers to his left. Motion out of the backfield. That is the H-back. Taylor rolls to his left, looks, throws, has a receiver. It is broken up. Broken up near the goal line.
Taylor's pass intended for Prather is broken up by number 16.
Nicely done, Bailey Parker, and he has made a number of plays this afternoon. He was the one that intercepted Taylor back in the first quarter and set up the first score by St. Francis. Jordan Ramsey now checks in the backfield. Cordell Prather goes out wide to the right side of the formation. One in the slot near side. That is the tight end, Sam Cousineau. Taylor going to keep it this time. To his left and stumbles forward, has some yardage inside the 10 to about the 7. Pick up a 5 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. The Saints can get a first down at the St. Francis 2-yard line. That clock, though, is moving, and time is starting to become a concern. At least if you're Siena Heights. Now there seems to be some confusion on the play. A lot of shifting left and right. Here we go. 3rd and about 5. Taylor. Twin receivers to his right. He's back to pass. Pressure coming backside. He's going to send it in the end zone. It is broken up. Broken up on the play that time by Isaiah Higgins. And a penalty flag is down back at the 13-yard line. Holding the call against Siena Heights. You know, we talked about yards adding up. Penalties are adding up as well. Siena Heights, 10 penalties, over 100 yards, 106 yards, actually 110 yards. 7 penalties on St. Francis for 91 yards. Now, let us see what St. Francis opts to do here. Holding the call.
Number 50. Replay, 3rd down.
So they will take the yardage. They'll accept the penalty because the options were declined and make it 4th down, or accept it and make it 3rd and about, looks like close to 15 yards. And they accepted the penalty. New line of scrimmage will be outside the 15-yard line. St. Francis fans come to their feet, urging the defense onto a stop. Snap comes back to Taylor. Pressure coming backside. Steps up and down he goes through the football. And apparently they have whistled it dead. And they said it was an incomplete pass on top of that. Hunter Byansky had him wrapped up and Taylor got rid of it as he was going down. And I believe that as Taylor was down, plus there's a penalty flag down on the field. Intentional grounding is the call. There was no receiver in the area. So intentional grounding, the ball goes back to the spot of the foul, and it's a loss of down. So it is going to be 4th and very, very long. And again, Elijah Taylor appears to be the injured Saint. He's going to have to come off the field for at least one play. His backup is Justin McCowan, 6'3", 225-pound senior, who was tossed at just 3 passes this year. Has completed 2 of them for 44 yards. One of those went for a touchdown. The ball is down at the 25-yard line. St. Francis can get a first down, but they would have to get to the 2 to get it. But penalties have been so costly this afternoon for the Saints. And credit St. Francis, the Cougars have taken advantage of those missteps. Taylor is up. He's walking off the field under his own power, but as mentioned, he's going to have to come off for at least one play. And we expect to see McCowan come in the ball game at least for a play. Indeed he will. 6'3", 225 and a senior. He'll have Jordan Ramsey lined up to his left. Twin receivers left, one to the right. 4th down and 23. St. Francis fans again urging on a stop. McCowan throws long on the right. Contact, incomplete. No flag, turnover on downs, and a late penalty flag. And that is going to be on the intended receiver, Eric Williams II. He did not like that there was no flag for pass interference, and he voiced his opinion to the official. So it's incomplete, and what's going to happen, the ball is going to go from the 25. It should go to the St. Francis 40-yard line. First down and 10 for the St. Francis Cougars. $7:13 left to go in this one. St. Francis holds on downs. They get the football at their own 40-yard line. And a 2-touchdown lead, 42-28. Game was tied 7-7 after 1 quarter. 14-14 at the half, 28 all after 3 quarters. And now we have whistles. And the officials will have a summit back at about the 25-yard line. St. Francis looking to improve to 3-2 on the season, 2-0 in the Mid-East League. With a loss, Siena Heights would drop to 2-3 and 0-2 in the Mid-East League. Siena Heights back home for Taylor, homecoming next week. St. Francis home next week as well to Lawrence Tech. Now it looks like we're ready to go. See if they begin to work on the clock here this afternoon. With 7:13 left to go in the game. They've got the big formation in the backfield. Just one wide out to the far side. That is Crosley McEachin. And we are still awaiting the start of the play clock. So a momentary pause in the action. And now we have a penalty flag. It's a sideline warning on St. Francis, and it's just a warning, so no penalty yardage will be assessed. It has been a spirited game here, to say the least. Dremel up under center on first down. Wheat in motion. Handoff. This is good old-fashioned football right up the middle that time. And that was Eli Patchett who took it ahead for about 5 yards. They are going to try to grind some time off the clock, literally, the St. Francis Cougars. St. Francis scoring 2 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter, and they have a 2-touchdown lead. Stick with that jumbo package in the backfield. Tight formation, 1 receiver to the far side, Wheat in motion. Handoff. Left side. And not a lot there. A yard, maybe 2 at best.
Ryan Walsh, ball carrier.
So Walsh, the ball carrier, Ryan Walsh. About 1.5 yards on the carry. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4. Under 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Shotgun. Dremel looks to his left, throws, and the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would not have been a first down. Slipped to the hands of A.J. Dandridge, and the punting unit will have to come out. Right now, 419 yards of total offense by St. Francis, 413 yards by Siena Heights. Still time left in this one. 5:50 to go. 42-28, St. Francis leads Siena Heights. Derek Robb on to kick it away. He's back at his own 32-yard line, so we'll hit it at about the 35. Kick is away. Turns over nicely and is grabbed and fielded at about the 20-yard line with a fair catch. So that's where the Saints will start off first down and 10. 5:44 to go in the fourth quarter. The Saints of Siena Heights out of Adrian, Michigan are going to need 2 rapid-fire touchdowns if they want to leave with a victory here this afternoon. They're back home to Taylor, homecoming next Saturday. And if they lose this game, it would be 2 straight losses as they fell to Indiana Wesleyan last week. Number 4 Indiana Wesleyan, 48-12. Elijah Taylor is back in. He was shaken up on the last series. It was good to see him back in. He takes the snap. He's back. Nope, that's McCowan. He's back to pass, and he fires it incomplete. The nearest people to the football were 2 St. Francis defensive backs, including Nate Newcomer, at about the 40-yard line. So incomplete, 2nd down and 10. 22 first downs by Siena Heights, 20 by St. Francis. On 4th down, St. Francis 2 of 2. Siena Heights 3 out of 4. Hey, the numbers are so close. McCowan over the middle, rifles it in, and it is a completion caught by a sliding Eric Williams. He's got the first down and more to about the 37, so a 16-yard pickup.
At their own 37-yard line.
Looks like more rain may be moving into the area. McCowan, he's back to pass. Looks, fires long over the middle, has a receiver, and it is picked off. Picked off on the play. Nate Newcomer, he'll take it back to the 50-yard line. 2 penalty flags flying back at about the 42. And we have some pleasantries exchanged on the St. Francis sideline. Well, let's see what the flag's all about. The interception will stand. We do know that. Newcomer just stepped in front at the last second and wrestled it away.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block on the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
An illegal blindside block on the penalty. However, St. Francis retains possession, albeit deeper in their own territory. 5:02 left to go in the fourth. Cougars lead 42-28. Newcomer had a nice run back. He got it all the way to the 50-yard line, but they're going to mark it back at the 27. They marked it from the spot of the foul, which was around the 42-yard line, as 2 penalty flags came in almost simultaneously. Shotgun backfield. Gremmel turns, hands off. Peterson slipped a tackle in the backfield and got back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain. 2nd down and 10. But barring something unusual, the Cougars will improve to 3-2 and 2-0 in Mid-East League play. 124 yards rushing this afternoon for the Saint Francis Cougars.
27-yard line.
However, they've gotten it done through the air with over 300 yards. Remmel turns, hands off. Peterson, left side. He'll cross the 30 to about the 32, maybe 33-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and a very long 5.
Cam Peterson on the carry.
So 3rd and a long 5. The Cougars will have to get just past the 37-yard line. At least that's the way it looks from the vantage point up here. Dual running backs in the shotgun backfield. Gremmel calls for the football. And David Smith is going to be cut down almost immediately. Picked up a half yard at best. And again, we've got some shenanigans. Another penalty flag comes out. Now, one thing is evident. These 2 teams do not like each other at all. The officials will sort this out, and maybe we'll get the pertinent information here very soon. Now, just 1 flag came out, and here's the call.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 78. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct foul. 50-yard penalty remains.
Well, that will work against St. Francis. Personal foul after the play, 15-yard loss. And they were short anyway. So it's going to be 4th and close to 20 now, and they'll have to punt it away. Neither coach is going to be too happy with the penalty situation. 10 on Siena Heights for 122 yards. Should be 12 for 139 yards on St. Francis. And Derek Robb will have to kick it away from around his own 7-yard line. Snap comes back, kick is away. Kick is going to be fair caught at about the 46 or 47-yard line. So 3:21 left to go. We're in the 4th quarter.
Called for a fair catch at the Cougar 47-yard line.
And the visitors from Siena Heights will have it 47 yards from the end zone, but they trail it by 2 touchdowns, 42-28. 7-7 after 1 quarter. David Smith, 4-yard run. Jordan Ramsey, 10-yard run. 7-7 after 1. 14-14 at the half. 28-28 after 3. St. Francis, though, outscoring the visitors 14-0 in the 4th quarter. McCowan back to pass. Pressure coming, and down he goes. The sack applied by Hunter Byansky, and there's a penalty flag down. Well, technically it's not a sack because he moved ahead for 2 yards.
Number 54.
But a holding call will take it back 10 yards. And the hold occurred about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But it has been a flag-filled Saturday afternoon. St. Francis in the game with Siena Heights with 3 turnovers in the game. McCowan takes the snap, and he's back to pass. Looking left, throws, and incomplete. Had a receiver out on the near side, but the pass was off the mark. Cordell Prather was unable to make the grab. It'll bring up second down and long. 3:08 left to go in the fourth. The Saints have to get down to the Saint Francis 37-yard line to get the first down.
43-yard line.
Josh McCowan, he played for the Cleveland Browns and a lot of other NFL teams. Justin McCowan, he's back to pass again. McCowan looking, dances out of trouble, fires a pass far side, and there will be some yards there, but not nearly enough for the first down.
McCowan's pass.
Making the grab that time for the Siena Heights Saints. And it was Braylon Himmerline. We'll go for it here on 3rd and 16. So Cowan back to pass, pressure coming, slips it, throws, pass is incomplete, far side, about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Looks like that was Williams who was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up now 4th down and 16 with 2:30 left to go in the fourth. But at this point, the Saints have no choice but to go for it. They trail by 2 touchdowns. Short post-game show when this one is over. We'll recap the scoring. We'll take a look at the numbers as well. We'll update records. McCowan on 4th and 16. He's back in the shotgun. Snap comes back. He's under pressure, and down he goes again. A sack from the blind side that time, applied by Corey Norris. Excuse me, make that Javen Lowe. Nope, that was Corey Norris. Corey Norris gets it. We have 2 number 52s. He gets the sack. It's a loss back to about the 39-yard line. And St. Francis has the football, first down and 10. 2:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. St. Francis leads Siena Heights 42-28. Grant Gremmel has not been sacked this afternoon. He's back out on the field. Should be the 3rd sack by the St. Francis defense, though. Big package in the backfield. Here's a toss sweep to Patchett to his right. 40, head down, ball loose, covered up by Drew Wheat.
There's a penalty marker.
And there's a penalty marker on top of all that back at the 42-yard line. It's a big hit there applied by Siena Heights. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense, number 76, 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So 10 yards against the Cougars. But the clock certainly working in favor of St. Francis right now with that 2-touchdown lead. Ball goes back to the 49-yard line. Wind kicks up again. The sun is tucked behind the clouds, and there are some rather dark, ominous-looking clouds over Bishop Darcy Stadium right now. But according to radar, really nothing in the immediate area in terms of rain. Handoff, believe this is Peterson. Peterson starts to his right and is going to be swallowed up after a yard gain, and that's it. So second down at about 19 now. That clock moving, about 1:45 left to go in the ball game. We'll give credit too to the offensive line. Christian Porter, Reeve Muncie, Joe Henry, Jared Almeida, Bronson Coy. They've done a nice job clearing the way, and that's a big offensive line too. Gremmel delayed handoff. Peterson, and Siena Heights was ready for it. They'll stop him for a half-yard loss. An offensive line, 277, 326, 327, 270, and 312.
Tackle by 34.
And Siena Heights will use a timeout with 65 seconds left. It'll be third down and about 18 for St. Francis when play resumes. We'll keep things right here. Cougar football each and every Saturday afternoon during the, of course, college football season. This is the halfway point for the St. Francis Cougars and Siena Heights, for that matter. 10 regular season games. The halfway point, as I mentioned more than once, the first game at home in a long time for St. Francis. They opened the season here back on September 2nd. And we flash forward now as we are into October 7th. So it's basically been 5 weeks since St. Francis played at home. They had 3 road games plus a bye. The longest trip was to Davenport, Iowa, 2 weeks ago. Trip to Livonia, Michigan last week, 44-9 win over Madonna. They're back home again next week against Lawrence Tech, 1 o'clock kickoff. You can catch it on News Radio WGL. 3rd and 18, trips to the right side of the formation. Gremmel, he is back to pass, looking long down the right, and the pass is underthrown, incomplete. Avante Vickers, the nearest receiver, at about the 30-yard line, and St. Francis will kick it away with exactly 1 minute left in the 4th quarter.
He brings up 4th down.
Gremmel, his afternoon will finish like this. Got off to a slow start. At one point, he was 1 of 6 for 7 yards. He's going to finish 16 of 34 for 293 yards and 3 touchdowns. McCall Ray has 3 catches, 113 yards, including an 80-yarder. Derek Robb's kick, high but short, end over end. Takes a St. Francis bounce, takes another bounce, and a huge roll inside the 15. And it's just barely touching the chalk at the 10-yard line. So nicely done by Derek Robb that time. The officials will set it back between the 10 and the 11. But it appears the Cougars will improve to 3-2, 2-0 in the Mid-East League. Siena Heights will drop to 2-3 and 0-2 in the Mid-East League. McCowan, he's back in the shotgun. Ethan Lopresto to his right. Snap comes back. McCowan looking, steps up, and down he goes. Football is loose, it appears.
McCowan on the keeper.
And it is covered up by the Siena Heights Saints.
Brings up 2nd down.
Is to tackle Walter Boffman, who was able to fall on it that time.
Let's go, Coach.
Game clock is down to 30 seconds. But they are going to have to snap the football. McCowan gets the play from the sideline and relays it up front. Line of scrimmage is the 5 or 6 yard line. Snap comes back. Here is the handoff to Lopresto, right side. He's not going to get anywhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that will be the final play of the ball game. Final score this afternoon: St. Francis over Siena Heights, 42-28. 3rd consecutive victory by the Cougars. Meanwhile, Siena Heights drops to 2-3 on the season. 42-28, our final score at Bishop Darcy Stadium this afternoon. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap it up in the postgame show after this timeout on your home for Cougar football, WGL News Radio, 1250 AM and 105.5 FM.